that down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Ryan Reynolds, always keeping himself busy.
Always.
Between buying a beer company now and having new partners over at Wrexham, enjoying great success at Wrexham.
Yeah.
And, by the way, just had the highest R-rated box office grossing film of all time with the $1.33 billion Deadpool and Wolverine. So what does he want to do next? Well, it's not going to Disneyland, but not surprisingly, he wants to work with Shawn Levy and Hugh Jackman again. As Variety is telling us that Ryan Reynolds is right now writing a non-Marvel project for him, Hugh Jackman, and Shawn Levy. They wrote the following. After a record-breaking success of Deadpool and Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman fans have something new to look forward to. Reynolds is working on a film unrelated to Marvel, which will have him teaming up again with co-star Jackman and director Shawn Levy. Reynolds shared his plans during a recent interview for a Variety Awards Circuit podcast episode, which is set to be released later this week. He said this. I'm spending the year writing, Reynolds said during the podcast. I'm writing a movie for myself, Hugh, and Shawn to do. That is not Marvel. All right. First of all, I love this. I would love to see more of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman together again. Even if it's something completely different. You know what they could do? What was the name of that movie with Tom Hardy and I think Chris Pine? Was it Spy versus Spy?
One with Reese Witherspoon?
Yes, that's what it was. Was it Spy versus Spy? Was that what it was called? Something like that, right? Where again they're
This Means War.
This Means War. Okay.
Oh, I forgot
where
about that movie.
they have their adversaries again, or maybe it's a buddy cop movie. I mean, I don't know. But Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman working together, I would love to see more of it. Here's the interesting part of this. And he gave no details, by the way, about whether it's going to be a action, drama, period piece, romance. It doesn't say what it's going to be. All we know is that it's not going to be Marvel, which raises an interesting question. Since Deadpool and Wolverine, a lot of people have speculated about whether or not and when Ryan Reynolds will pop back up in the MCU, about whether or not or when Hugh Jackman will pop back up in the MCU as Wolverine, and all that kind of stuff. If Ryan is saying, I'm going to spend the next year just writing, and he was very quick to point out it's not a Marvel thing, I'm going to assume once he's got it written, he's going to want to get it done. So, I mean, I wonder if this is something. Now, look, we always talk, Chris, about the fact that an actor can literally shoot 5 movies a year, because actors are not working on a movie for 2 years like the directors are. They're literally, they fly in, they're there for 4 to 12 weeks, and then they fly out, right? So they can do many movies, but Ryan Reynolds does a lot more than that. He's also writing and producing, and he's got Wrexham, and he's got a beer company.
Wrexham Lager, which only ships to the UK right now, apparently.
They're expanding. That's the whole plan.
I'm sure there's going to be a way to get some of that here.
Send it to me now today, please.
I cannot help but wonder if this gives us some insight about to how quickly or not we could see Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool or Hugh Jackman as well. Again, I don't think Hugh Jackman's coming back. I've said that before. I don't know that he's not. He very well could. I'm saying I actually think he's done. But for those who like to choose to believe he still may be coming back, whether something like this could get in the way of that or not. Because if Ryan wants to spend a year writing and looking after his beer commercial, and remember, him and Blake Lively have a rule in their marriage. Only one of them is shooting a movie at a time. And if he's saying he's writing for a year, I'm guessing that means it's his rotation to stay at home with the kids, and Blake is going to be off shooting something. I don't know. Do you think this announcement, first of all, what do you think about the announcement of Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, Shawn Levy doing another movie together? And then do you think this announcement in any way can kind of derail hopes of seeing Hugh Jackman or Ryan Reynolds back in the MCU anytime soon? What do you think?
Oh, I'm very excited about this, and I don't think it derails anything. Not at all. I mean, I know this is a very different kind of example, but Rob has been working on True Noir for months every single day. And I'm in like every episode, and I've showed up for like 5 sessions. So like as an actor, you do less. Right?
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. But if you are doing all those other things, that can take up time. So one, I love them all coming back together. I really enjoy, particularly Ryan and Shawn working together. I love Free Guy. I really enjoyed Adam Project.
Adam Project was much better than it had any business being. I really quite enjoyed it too.
So much Netflix stuff. I love, but I accept that it's trash.
Right.
I love, to quote my husband, I love a Tombstone pizza worth of content, you know? And that was actually a beautiful, heartwarming film that had really fun effects and everything, and introduced us to Walker Scobell, who's incredible.
And by the way, Electra was in that movie too. Jennifer Garner was in that as well. Yeah.
That little 13 going on 30 reunion within there. I love them all teaming back together. I think that is so, so wonderful. Hugh Jackman also is taking this time to do live stage performances again.
Yeah, he's got a show going on right now.
So I feel like this is a really great time for both of them to kind of go back to artistic endeavors. And I'm not saying that in a Scorsese, Marvel isn't cinema kind of way, but Ryan clearly loves writing and creating. And Hugh is a song and dance man who loves performing live for people. They have so many different ventures going on, but I don't think that's going to keep them from coming back here. I do think there is always the potential of Hugh Jackman coming back to do some more Wolverine stuff. Maybe not a whole film where he is doing like a two-hander, right? Where he's the second lead, his second name on the marquee. But I do believe that Ryan Reynolds is prophesizing things over at Marvel. He already did there's only going to be one Blade.
Right.
Ruh-roh. And that seems to be coming truer and truer every day. And him
Any
doing
minute, an announcement, any minute is coming. I'm telling you.
that Mahershala Ali is part of Fast and Furious 11. And I think Hugh maybe will do this till he's 90 and just keep popping in and out there whenever he feels like it. I know him staying in this level of shape is not his ideal situation.
No, he does not want to do that.
He does not enjoy doing that.
And listen, he's getting older.
He is getting
and
older.
the older you get, the harder it is to have that kind of physique.
But I think we can at least, should we go off into the what if kind of scenarios, the House of M scenarios, if that ever pops back up, we have an old man Logan in there.
There
right?
you go.
And he doesn't have to do prosthetics this time. He doesn't have to be aged up.
Dang.
He just gets to exist there and have a chiller time on set.
Dang, bars.
I do think it's interesting, his quote, like, I'm spending my year writing this.
Mm-hmm.
I spend my year thinking about all the things Ryan Reynolds has to do in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the cost of my own family. But it is worth it, I find.
I spend my year usually purchasing all of his alcohol.
So I don't know where he has time, but that's wonderful.
He comes up with it. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Life 360 Tile Trackers. With the holidays right around the corner, it's all about family, fun, and of course, keeping track of everything while traveling or hosting. For me, that's where Life 360's Tile Trackers are an absolute lifesaver. These little things help keep the holiday stress in check. Whether I'm tracking my keys, wallet, or even our luggage when we travel, Tile Trackers make it easy to keep tabs on everything important. Just open the Tile app to ring it when it's nearby, or track down its location on the map if it's a bit farther. I had mentioned this one time I went to a poker tournament in Vegas, and I keep everything, my wallet, my tablet, and stuff like that, in this satchel backpack of mine, and I thought I lost it. I went crazy for hours until I finally realized I had left it in the car. If I had had Tile Tracker, it would have made my life a lot simpler. And here's one of the things I love about Tile. Tile syncs with Life 360, so I can see the location of my family members and all of our tiled items in one spot. So make your holidays a little less stressful and family-proof your season with Life 360's Tile Trackers. Visit tile.com and use the code Campea to get 15% off. That's tile.com. Use the code Campea. All right, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? First of all, do you love the idea like we do of Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds, and Shawn Levy working together again? Granted, a non-Marvel project. And do you think this could impact in any way, or does it say anything about any potential impact about Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and their possible, if at all, returns to the MCU? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.